Behind him, lefty Sal Frelick and then Joey Ortiz. Fans in Milwaukee on their feet. 3-2 to Bowers. Pinch. Hit high in the air, right field. Marte looks up. It's gone. Jake Bowers hits it out to the second deck in right, and Milwaukee in the bottom of the seventh takes a 1-0 lead on a pinch hit bomb by Bowers.
On a guy who struck out 118 times in 302 at-bats.
A 199 hitter in the regular season comes up with maybe the biggest swing of Milwaukee's season, and the Mets gather on the mound around Jose Butto, a young, inexperienced postseason pitcher who just gave up a huge home run. Pat Murphy makes the change. He goes with Bowers instead of Hoskins, and Jake Bowers pulls a Reese Hoskins, if you will. Head in game 3. Pitch. That's drilled. Right field. Frelick hits it out. This one is also gone. Back-to-back home runs off Butto, Sal Frelick. The skinny, short, left-handed speedster hits a homer. And it's 2-0 Milwaukee in the seventh. 408 feet. Second deck down the line. Jose Butto tried to get himself together after the home run to Bowers. The infield came together, and on the very next pitch, fastball down and in, right in the sweet spot for Sal Frelick. Sal Frelick hit 2 home runs in the regular season. 2. And now Ortiz.
1,594. Too nervous in most places to wave towels. A few are going. Williams sets. Here's the payoff pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No! Ball 4. Mets may have gotten a break there. He missed with a fastball away, and the Mets get the first break they need, a base runner. And now Vientos will come to the plate as the tying run.
Now the Mets 1 swing away, and again with how well Williams has pitched this year and his arsenal, he's given up 1 home run. That was on the fastball. He's not given up a home run at all in the changeup. And Lindor looked like he held up on the check swing on a side angle view. So lefty.
0-2 to Brandon. Lindor hands on his knees leading from first. Williams sets, now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, base hit going into right center. Over to get it is Frelick. Nimmo will hold it first. Lindor goes to third. And now, if you're a script writer and you think back to Pete Alonso's career with the Mets and the chance that this could be his final at-bat as a Met, the drama will build even more as Chris Hook, the pitching coach, goes to the mound. The tying runs are on. The Brewers lead 2-0, and Pete Alonso, who set a rookie record with 53 home runs in 2019, struggled this year in his walk year. 0 for 3 today. But if he has another dramatic swing in him, he may earn a new contract all with that 1 swing. The outfield is very deep and straight away. Lindor will take a short walk down the line from third, even though Ortiz is deep. Nimmo leads from first. 3-1 to Alonso. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Pretty well hit. Frelick back at the wall. He jumps. It's gone. He did it. He did it. Pete Alonso with the most memorable home run of his career. Pumps his fist as he rounds second. It's a 3-run homer. He's given the Mets a 3-2 lead. They all pour out of the dugout. Alonso on his way to home plate. They're waiting for him. He hits the plate. He is first congratulated by Nimmo, hugged by Lindor. There are a dozen Mets waiting for him outside the dugout. Pete Alonso keeps this fairy tale season going with the fairy tale swing of his career. 3-2 New York.
This ball just gets out over the right field wall, right over Frelick's head. There is basically a couple of feet between the wall, a space for some party area, and then the fans in the front row. It landed in the party area. Just got over the wall in right field, disappearing from view.
Here is Jose Iglesias. 3-2 Mets. First pitch taken for a called strike, 0-1. Unbelievable. The story, or one of the storylines of this year, the struggles of Pete Alonso in his walk year. And now this. Williams deals. Inside, he hit him. Winker has been hit for the second time in this game. And Williams, on the 29th pitch that he's thrown here, having blown the save, now hits former teammate Jesse Winker. And Starling Marte will be next.
And Joe Ross has been throwing for a little while now for Milwaukee. And now that's a phone call Pat Murphy and his pitching coach Chris Zook never thought they'd have to make, is getting somebody else up if this game should continue. And this inning's still continuing here against Devin Williams, even though he's given up 3.
So, Williams to Marte. Winker runs, pitch taken outside for a ball. The throw by Sanchez high, not in time. Winker stays on the bag with his first stolen base as a New York Met.
I'll tell you what, he got up. He lost his helmet on the way to second base, got up, flipped his head back, and his hair went flowing back. But as he did that, he looked into the dugout. I think he might be hurt. Something might be up. Again, his back's been injured, and now he's doubling over, dropping down into a crouch. He is summoning out Carlos Mendoza and Joe Golia, the trainer, to maybe get a pinch hitter in here, which would be in the DH, a pinch runner in the DH spot.
Well, in the meantime, Gary Sanchez, the catcher for the Brewers, is out at the mound. He just patted Williams on the back a few times on Saturday, but that's a long way off. 3 outs at least. 1-2 to Marte. Williams deals. Swinging a ground ball, base hit, going into right field. Williams hits third. He's coming home. Frelick's throw to the plate is offline. Winker scores, slams his helmet down in exultation. Going to second is Marte with a big hit. The Mets get a little breathing room. It is 4-2 New York. And Jesse Winker just body slammed his helmet the way Bruno Sammartino, the great wrestler, used to body slam his opponents.
And here comes Pat Murphy with it, taking a walk to the mound, a change of pitcher. A nightmare for Milwaukee. I cannot believe this is real life for the Mets with what they've just done.
This has been 2024 real life for the Mets. Williams departs. This pitching change is brought to you by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play the newest scratch-off games for a chance to win. There's a left-handed batter and it into a double play. He's done it 8 times this year. And Peterson ready to go to work against him. First pitch. Swinging a liner toward short. Picked by Lindor on one hop. Runs to second. One throws to first. Out at first. Out at first. Put it in the box. The Mets are out at the mound, pouncing on each other. The Brewers may want to have a look at this just to be sure. But if this holds, this party is headed to Philadelphia. The New York Mets have won this wild card series as Lindor played that soft liner perfectly, waited to get a short hop, raced to the bag at second, touched up, fired to first, and the New York Mets have defeated the Milwaukee Brewers by a score of 4-2. They scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning, and this crowd here in Milwaukee is utterly stunned. The Mets now are coming in from the bullpen, others from the dugout. Carlos Mendoza, the Mets manager, pumping his fists against his chest, raising his hands towards the crowd. And the New York Mets have pulled off the doozy of the year. And in their entire history, I don't know that they've had one like this. I mean, there was Game 6 again in '86, down 3, going to the top of the 9th inning. You know the history, but you also know Pete Alonso and how this was all weighing on him. And his 3-run homer now will live in Mets lore forever.
I tell you what, this team's going to give somebody a heart attack with the way that they wait and wait and wait until the last possible second to come up with the most memorable moments. The Mets right now, I think a lot of this celebration is because they just won the series, but I feel like even at this part of the year, they can't even believe the story that they have written for themselves. Time and time and time again, a magical moment or a play in the game, and that win in Atlanta. This come from behind win. Devin Williams is going to win the game for the Brewers. He's going to get 3 outs, and he's going to win it 2-0. And that didn't happen. The Mets came back to win in unbelievable, stunning, and again, heart-shaking fashion.
I just saw the replay. It wasn't even as close as I thought at first base. But, of course, they put the hold on for a second in the Brewers' dugout. But the Mets will go to Philadelphia. The games on Saturday and Sunday will be at a little after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And having watched this team from its inception in 1962, I can honestly say that whereas there have been some World Championship seasons, 2 of them, of course, in 1969 and 1986, yeah, they won some games in improbable fashion along the way. But they have made this type of comeback that we saw tonight, which sometimes you don't see for years, right? I mean, you could literally go years before you see the Mets come back the way they did in this game in the 9th inning, given what was at stake. That they have now inscribed this as one of the more memorable seasons in the history of this franchise, however it ends up. It was certainly memorable, even if they went down in order in the 9th inning. But to win this way, with the narrative about Pete, Alonso, and with Diaz having been spent and unavailable in the 9th inning, and Peterson gives up a hit to the first batter, recovers, gets the strikeout, and the line drive, short hop, double play, and naturally it's Lindor who initiated that. Keith, you may want to retire right now because I'm not sure you'll see another season like this.
You know, you look at it, the Lindor home run in Atlanta, right? Mark Vientos has had some huge moments. We mentioned all the moments Nimmo has had, the walk-off hits, Iglesias, what he has done, and at times Alvarez and Taylor. We had not seen a Pete moment throughout this whole run. And, I mean, that moment, your back is against the wall. The ball off of his bat, as soon as he hit it, you can see it in his face. He lights up saying yes. Unbelievable job by one Pete and another Petey to close it out for the Mets.
Yep. Uses his timeout. Sal Frelick is on deck, looking for runners any way he can. 3-2 coming. Fly ball, right field. Out of here! Jake Bauers, a pinch hit, solo homer, 1-0 Brewers. Made his postseason debut in Game 1 on Tuesday. The Brewers had one pinch hit homer all season long. That was Sanchez in April. Now in a decisive Game 3, Jake Bauers leaves the yard to make it 1-0. Pitch. Fly ball deep right! Back to back! Is madness in Milwaukee. Sal Frelick had not hit a home run since May. And he just...
Baseball put in play. Set to go. New sign for Devon. The stretch. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Did not. And New York gets a runner. That was a fastball and missing high and off the outside. Now it's Mark Vientos. Plenty of power coming up here for New York. Outfield deep and about straight away. Nimmo waiting. 2-strike delivery. Here it is. Lined into right center, a base hit. Lindor is going to wind up at third. And the Mets are in business here with 2 on and 1 out. So a big base hit for Nimmo. Alonso is going to be the batter, but not before Chris Hook has a chat with Devin Williams and the Brewers infield, along with Gary Sanchez. Only the third hit in the game for New York. Alonso stepping out momentarily, now back in there. Williams, 3 balls on a strike. And the pitch. Hit in the air to right, deep, warning track, and gone. Peter Alonso just put New York on top in this one with a 3-run home run to right field. And just like that, a 2-0 lead is now a 3-2 deficit. That quickly. Wow. He got it all. No doubt about it. Now Iglesias inside corner a strike. Three-two New York from the stretch. Still only, wow. The pitch. Winker got hit again on that right arm. And he's aboard now. Hit by pitch from Williams. Starling Marte is going to be the batter. Well, the crew gets a shot. Devin Williams, who has been as tough as anybody ever. Runner goes, and the throw is going to be late. And Winker in there with a stolen base. So hit by a pitch. Stolen base for Winker. And the Mets move on. Going to see what is going on here with Winker. He is out at second base behind the bag and is going to be checked out by one of the New York trainers here. And I don't know if he got kicked in the head on the 0-3. Winker leads the pitch. Line to right field. There will be a play at the plate. Here's the throw from Frelick. It's going to be late, and another run for New York. It is a huge base hit by Starling Marte. He winds up at second on that throw coming home from South Frelick. But now a 2-run margin, and that is going to be it for Devin Williams tonight. Pat Murphy is out there. Another U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made. Base hit number 5. Tying run at the plate. 4-2 New York. The pitch. A double play ball hit to Lindor, and the throw is going to wind up with a double play. And the New York Mets, after coming from behind with a big 4-run Ninth inning. Rally. Overcome that 3-run deficit. Wow. Turang hit a rocket. Short hop by Lindor. He went to the bag, and then the throw to first doubled up. Bryce. And this one is over. And what looked like a huge come from behind win in a 0-0 game throughout the evening. It was that way. And just like that, their big rally with 4 to wipe out the lead. That's a tough one. Back with the totals and the summaries after this on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Tú tienes un conteo favorable para ti en 3-1.
3 bolas, 1 strike.
Ahora, si viene 3-1 por ahí, Pile va a tirar.
Ya se prepara, viene el lanzamiento. Batazo grande, elevado por la parte derecha. La bola va atrás, llega atrás, lleva color, lleva sabor. ¡Home run! ¡Hasta la vista, baby! 3-2 se ha puesto el partido. Los Mets están arriba. Rebelión de última hora de los New York Mets.
Lo dijimos. Este es el momento grande de Pete Alonso. Y aquí, con este descomunal batazo, poniendo delante en el marcador 3-2. Las emociones en Wisconsin, en Milwaukee, allá en Nueva York, en Nueva Jersey, en Connecticut, donde quiera que usted vaya, es la emoción de los Mets. Ahora es cuando es, Masi.
Y nunca dejamos de creer en ti. Apareciste a la hora buena. 3-2 están ganando los Mets de Nueva York cuando está bateando José Iglesias.
Por las Carolinas, pero ya tiene luz, tiene energía eléctrica, tiene de todo, la diva.
Está iluminado.
Sí, todos deseando lo mejor ahí para Bella Morales.
Saca batazo por acción, bueno para 2, la tira Lindor, él mismo, el tiro a primera, y esto se acabó. Los Mets de Nueva York van a la serie divisional de la Liga Nacional. Ganan este partido 4-2.
Eso, Masi.
De locura, amigos fanáticos. Qué partidazo de pelota. Los Mets de Nueva York se pusieron la capa de Superman y vinieron de atrás para llevarse este partido. ¡Qué victoria, Johnny Trujillo!
Excelente, aquí Max emocionado también, tantos años acá con esta franquicia, el más joven de todos nosotros, nuestro productor e ingeniero Brian El Mungi, y por cierto Moisés también, que estuvo por acá, nuestro hermano y amigo y colega también, pues Néstor Julio Rosario, también atento ahí, que estaba en otras asignaciones hoy de descanso también, pero en otras asignaciones, siguiendo el partido día a día. Todos los que de una forma u otra, hasta el propio Raúl y Ramos siguiéndonos, Harold Locher, todos felicitaciones con este paso, con este importante partido. 4-2 arriba el equipo de los New York Mets, y estamos, señores, seguimos en postemporada.
Así que los Mets de Nueva York ganan este partido 4-2, están en la serie divisional de la Liga Nacional. Felicidades para Carlos Mendoza, felicidades para este grupo de hombres que se puso los pantalones en el día de hoy y consigue la victoria a buena hora. Ganaron los Mets de Nueva York 4-2 en el béisbol de los Mets, conducido por tu concesionario local de Honda.